As we're leaving the Silver Plume yard, you'll notice that number 9 engine. That is our Shea locomotive. She'll be running again tomorrow. She's down for maintenance today. There's that 140 engine. She has a sister engine, the 130, which is in the engine house being worked on as well right now. As we're leaving the Silver Plume yard, we'll be returning back here in a little more than an hour for those of you that have just joined us. Our next stop is the Lebanon Mine. That is for anybody that has purchased the optional mine tour. As you're leaving the Silver Plume yard, you want to keep your eyes towards the rocks and boulders on the left side of the interstate. Sometimes you'll see a boulder get up and walk away. It's not altitude sickness, that's actually our bighorn sheep. It connects to the Missouri to Mississippi before finally reaching the Gulf of Mexico. A little history about our railroad. The railroad that you're riding on today is a reconstructed portion of the old Georgetown, Breckenridge, and Leadville Railroad, the GB&L, the first mountain railroad in this area. It was the Colorado Central Railroad, which began construction in Denver in 1870. Higby was following Clear Creek, town of Urbana, Golden, and Idaho Springs before finally reaching Georgetown 7 years later in 1877. Shortly thereafter, the GB&L was formed to make the connection that would come up through the town of Silvercliff, tunnel beneath the Cottonwood Viaduct, Buffalo Pass, and then drop down into the rich mining towns of Breckenridge and Leadville. After building only 5 miles west of Silvercliff to Graymont, which is now known as Bakerville, from a different direction, there is no longer a need to continue this line that was cut back to Silvercliff. At the turn of the century, this became the Colorado and South Dakota Road, eventually part of the Burlington system. Though this was the only southern branch line from Denver, it was very profitable in the early days, bringing miners, their families, and the supplies to the mountain communities, and taking the rich gold and silver ore back to Golden and Denver mills to be processed. This continued until 1893 when the Sherman Silver Purchase Act was repealed, and the price of silver dropped so low, mining ore was no longer profitable. At this time, tourism was taking over as the main source of revenue for the railroad, and as the famous Georgetown loop spread throughout the country and even the world, thousands of people came to see what was considered a scenic and engineering marvel of the 19th century. The was very fashionable to hop aboard the train in Denver in the morning, ride up over the loop, have a picnic lunch, and be back in time in Denver just for supper. Now, between 1905 and 1918, many tourists did continue to ride aboard the Argentine Central Railroad, which offered an additional ride from Silver Plain on 7% grades to the mining town of Waldorf. Now, Waldorf sits at 13,500. We're now entering what's considered high-full curve. High-full curve gets its name as it took 4 years to bring in enough rock and dirt to make the curve. But to make this curve possible for trains. Now, if you look off the right side of the train as we come around the curve, you'll see Georgetown in our hybrids. Georgetown is 1 mile out, which means we're directly halfway in between Silver Plume and Georgetown. Off the left side of the train, notice the bowl-shaped area. Now, that bowl-shaped area is what used to be called the ballpark. In the 1880s, none of these trees were there, as they had been used to build homes, mining structures, as well as used for firewood. So the miners created a baseball field out here, and they played a friendly game with other miners from the valley on Sundays, which were their only day off. They'd also bring their families up here and have picnics. It is believed that this was the beginning of the minor leagues. Now, we use a narrow gauge railroad, which means our tracks are 3 feet apart, where a standard gauge, such as BNSF, Union Pacific, and Amtrak. Now, after crossing the bridge, you'll notice our rock retaining wall on either side of the train. This rock retaining wall has been standing for well over 130 years. It was placed there with what's known as a dry stacking or dry stoning method, which is where there's no use of water. They've simply been held there by gravity for over the 130 years they've been there. The steel rods that you see were put there a little over 20 years ago to ensure the stability and help preserve the history that these walls contain. We're now entering the Lebanon Mine Station. This is for anybody that has purchased the optional mine tour. Again, just remain seated until the train does come to a complete stop and you hear the sound of a single whistle. I'll let you know when it's safe to move. Again, this is for the optional mine tour that you may have purchased.
It's not too loud. It's way up the front of the engine. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, for those of you that didn't take our mine tour, if you'll look off to the left side of the train, you'll see our Everett mine. Now, our Everett mine will take you 250 feet inside of the mountain. It does actually connect via an elevator shaft to the Lebanon mine. We're still trying to get that operating again. Everett mine tours do operate on the weekends. They also allow you to glow pan during that. Now, the Lebanon mine will take you 1,200 feet inside of the delicate balance under Interstate 70. It's moving farther down the hill. In the heyday of the mining era, the Clear Creek Valley did produce $200 billion worth of gold and silver in the valley. Now, you'll notice the old air compressor, which is the rusted piece of machinery in front of the Rio Grande car. That used to be the old air compressor that they'd used for the jackhammers. The foundation next to it is the old boiler house. Now, the old boiler house was burnt down in the 1960s by vandals. And even though silver prices dropped low in 1893, Paul Tunnel did continue to mine all the way until the 1940s when they dynamited it shut.
If you look on the left side of the train, you're going to see the lower track of Georgetown.
It actually has a 2% grade. We'll finish 6 feet lower than where we start. We'll be 75 feet above the lower track and 100 feet or a little less than that with the water being so high today above clear grade. Now on the right side of the train you'll get a good picture of Georgetown. And off the left side of the train you'll see our Devil's Gate station. Again, we'll be there in just a few minutes. As you're coming across the bridge off the left side, once we cross it, you'll notice our stone monument there. And that was placed there by the Colorado Historical Society in 1949 to commemorate the original Devil's Tigers Bridge. Now, of course, when they put that there, they didn't know that 35 years later they were going to be rebuilding this bridge. Now, again, this bridge was built in 1984. That's 100 years after the original one, which was built in 1884 for a cost of $250,000. Now that cost was doubled when they built the higher end of the grade on the wrong side, causing them to rebuild it. Now luckily, when they rebuilt the new bridge, it was built for a cost of $1 million and built correctly the first time. A little bit about our engine that's pulling us today. It's number 1203. It does have a new engine in it. It's an Alco engine. It operates on 900 horsepower. It was built in 1946 and used by the U.S. Gypsum Plant in Plaster City, California. It runs on diesel. The Silver Queen, which is the green car directly behind it. Again, please remain seated until the train does come to a complete stop and you hear the single sound of the whistle indicating it is set for you to move off the train. Once again, this is Devil's Gate Station, elevation 8,615 feet. For those of you returning to Silver Plume with us, we'll be departing here in about 10 minutes. Just listen for the all aboard if you do exit the train. For a return trip to Silverblue. Again, station stop, Devil's Gate Station, 10 minutes.